Hi everybody. Challenges are an inevitable part of our journey, whether in our careers, personal life, or projects. The real game changer is not just facing these challenges, but mastering the art of focus to ensure that we finish them successfully. Today, I am going to share actionable insights and strategies on how to maintain your focus and drive to see your challenges through to completion. And you might have understood that the solution to a thousand problem is the focus. That is the secret. Now, why focus is so important? The other day, one of my LinkedIn friends, he asked me that whether he can share a personal problem. So I told him that personal problems are not easy to solve, but if it is impacting your professional life, then we can start from there because he nobody will be very comfortable sharing their personal problems while all of us, each of us, kind of get overwhelmed when a personal problem happens, and we think that is the most important problem for us, and rightly so. But we do not go deeper into the challenge or the problem that is happening. So what do we do to understand that? We can ask ourselves two questions. So, what is the core issue or problem or the challenge, and why does it feel overwhelming? Now, if you break down the challenges into smaller, manageable parts, that can make it feel less intimidating. Remember, no challenge is too big if tackled step by step. Now there is a method which is five whys. So for every challenge you can ask those five whys. If you stop asking those questions, then it will always appear to be too big and it will go on increasing its size. So if you have experienced such kind of a problem and you have stopped thinking about the solution, then of course the problem will appear to be too big because you are not solving any of it. So that's the first step. Ask yourselves why it is so big a problem. Now, next is what is your goals? So the those people who have stopped their like blocked their minds about having the problem becomes so important that they think it is a real kind of problem, and most of the times, trust me or not, whether you like it or not, problems are not so big. We make them big because we do not tell ourselves a clear destination. The problem is stopping us from going where? Why do you think it is bothering us? So the focus is missing. So if the secret is the focus, then why not bring about that focus to ask yourself these three questions? Not three questions actually, but three steps. Be specific, define what success looks like for this challenge. So, what is the other way? So even if it appears to be very too much to handle, but still tell yourself the opposite. Set milestones, break your goal into smaller achievable milestones, uh, like break your break your problem into smaller things and the opposite of it, because every small segment of that problem will have a success, and create a timeline by which time you are going to overcome that problem. Then because of the overwhelm we are not able to focus properly, so cultivating focus. So that is very easily said than done. So we all understand that when we are in a challenge, it feels very overwhelming. So we don't feel like doing anything. But here are the three ways to bring back your focus, because the most affected person is you, not anybody else. So how long would you continue in this kind of challenge? So bring back your focus. Trust me, over a period of time, even if it feels very hard for the first time when you do this, still over a period of time, while in the second attempt, it will feel less difficult. So eliminate distractions, identify and minimize anything that takes your attention away from the task. Task is to uh, divide the bigger problem into smaller segment. What is the part 1 of that problem? Why it looks so big and why it should look otherwise? Why not so big? Why should not it be intimidating? And give it a proper focus. Give it a proper focus. If your mind doesn't allow you to get away from the problem, then focus yourself a little bit more into the problem and feel how it is useless over a period of time. If it has wasted your time, then it is not so worthwhile to think about that problem. But in the beginning, it will not allow your mind to do so. But it is your task to eliminate such kind of distraction if it is taking you away from the problem. Obviously, if you are stuck into that problem, then be with it now. The second is use time blocks. Allocate specific times of the day to work on your challenges and stick to it. So, are you thinking 24 hours about your problem? If it is so, if it cannot be so, because you have other tasks, other responsibilities. So, as a very responsible person, I do not believe that you are 24 into 7 into this problem. So, what is the time? What is the time of the day when you think more about this and why? So, restrict your time, restrict your thoughts for that particular time. So, restrict your mind to get into that problem at other times. So, that is the first restriction you can put onto your mind. Then, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is about the same thing. Be focused on the challenge if you are not able to get away from it. So, whatever your mind says at that particular moment, you have to stay with that thing. If it talks solution, then be with the solution. If it talks problem, be with the problem. That is what mindfulness is. Now, how do you be motivated? So, when you are into a challenge, you keep on talking about it time and again, whether the other person is interested or not. You slowly irritate the other person without realizing it, because it is too overwhelming for you. Maybe that is the reason, and everybody understands that. And every person who is into that problem, they behave in that same manner. You are not any exception. But again, because we are trying to solve a problem, because we want to get out of that problem, what do? We have to celebrate small wins. We have to create those small segments. We have to find the solutions, and we have to get away from those distractions, those problems. So those small wins we need to celebrate, so as to tell ourselves that we are not going to get into get into that trap of the mind. Now visualize success. So once you have that small success, your mind will now um, get attached to that success, that small success. Now, if it was like 100%, Now it will be 98% maybe. And from there the mind starts to visualize success because it has got some relief, right? And then seek support, share your progress with a mentor or a peer who can provide encouragement and accountability. If not so, then journal, reflect uh, on in your diary about your success. That is the best way to do. Then overcoming setbacks. Stay resilient. This is a continuous process for some time. It will not go immediately, and everybody understands that. And you should understand that also, that problems, when they come, they do not go suddenly. But here is the trick: if you are successful by, say, 10% or say 20%, that is enough to take your mind away from the problem suddenly. And suddenly 100% you are no longer thinking about that problem. So it's all about your focus. Your focus is brought back, and adjust your plan if it is not happening so soon. It doesn't matter. Be flexible and willing to modify your approach if needed. Keep the end goal in sight. Remind yourself why you started and what you are working towards. And resilience is the key for navigating through obstacles and staying on course. And it will be resilience is one quality which will take you towards significance. That is what we'll be broadly discussing when we talk about achieving significance and when we are stagnated at workplace or in one problem or anything. So there's the solution. Hope this helps, and we'll be back with another round of solution tomorrow. Thank you for watching.